How do you make your residential assisted living home stand out from the pack? Well, when it comes to other, residential assisted living homes in your area, number one, it starts with research. We've got to determine what are they offering, right? Do they have any fun features, any fun amenities? Do they have really cool activities within their home? Do they have a fire suppression system? I mean, from literal things and requirements within the home, what do or don't they have? Is it all private bedrooms, private bathrooms, or is it mostly shared, right? Different things of that nature. And then what amenities, what community services, what participation levels do they have within the home? Once you find out what the competition has, the world is now your oyster. There are so many fun things that you can do to make your home stand out, like adding in a really cool feature. For example, a stand-up garden where your seniors can literally be growing and picking the food that they might be eating within the home. You can add in a super fun activities calendar, from pet therapy to senior yoga, music therapy. I mean, the world is limitless when it comes to different activities within the home. I also love working with volunteers. Many people, they don't go out there and seek volunteers, but when we started our residential assisted living care homes, my dad, he knew that I was a part of a sorority. So he said, hey, would you mind going to your sorority and asking some of your sisters if they wouldn't mind volunteering in the home? And I said, absolutely. So I went there and I shared with the girls, because when you're a part of a fraternity or sorority, you're required to do a certain amount of community service hours to be a valid active member. And this is true in many private schools these days, where the kids are required to also do a certain amount of community service hours. So going and approaching those different communities who are required to do things of this nature and saying, hey, we've got a care home and we'd love if you came over and visited. The day that I walked 15 adorable sorority girls into our care home, every little grandpa in the room was like, is it Christmas? They were so excited and it was so much fun, and the girls had a blast. When you're going to college and you're out of state, you really miss your family sometimes. And having the opportunity to be around seniors and just love on them, they did simple things like played card games, did puzzles, did coloring, they painted some of the ladies' nails. I mean, they had a lot of fun. But volunteer activities is something that a lot of care homeowners, they don't go out and seek. And that's something that will set you apart. Saying, we partner with so-and-so college or so-and-so sorority or so-and-so fraternity, and they come and visit and volunteer within the home. Obviously, there's other really cool features you can have within the home. There was one home that we saw that had one of those big walls filled with a bunch of different TVs. And they had headsets so you could tune in to different TV shows or channels that were going on at the same time. Kind of like ESPN Sports Center. That was a really fun and cool feature within that home. Other homes, we've seen them have tennis courts. We personally, in one of our homes, have a pool, have a bocce ball court. We have a basketball court, walking paths, rose gardens, lemon trees. I mean, the sky is the limit. There's so many different things that you can do to set your home apart. But I also want to say this, as far as requirements and amenities, the state has very low requirements for what is needed within the home, meaning they are okay if you have all shared bedrooms and shared bathrooms. They're usually okay without a fire suppression system. If in your city it's not required to have fire suppression, I recommend that you do, because this is something that sets you apart. When daughter Judy comes to visit your home and you point out that you have fire suppression, and then she thinks, the house I just came from, does that mean they don't have it? And then, this becomes now a marketing tool for you. Well, I don't know what their plan is, if anything happens, but this is our plan. This is our emergency plan. So different amenities and features, finding out what everyone else in your community is doing, what is required, and then you going above and beyond.